Hey guys, welcome back. Now in this lesson we will see how we can solve quadratic equations. So let's see what is quadratic equations. Quadratic equation, according to Wikipedia, in algebra, a quadratic equation is actually from the Latin quadratus, for square, is any equation having this form. So x represents an unknown that we're trying to find, and a, b, and c represent known numbers. A should be different from 0, and if a is equal with 0, then the equation is linear, not quadratic. This is what a linear equation looks like, while this quadratic equation looks like this one. As you can see, we have x1 and x2. So because the quadratic equation involves only one unknown, it is called univariate. The quadratic equation only contains powers of x that are non-negative integers, and therefore it is a polynomial equation. So in particular it is a second degree polynomial equation, since the greatest power is 2. So we will try to create here a problem in Scratch with quadratic equations. So I will name it right here. You can name it, of course, second degree polynomial equations, or as you like it. And I will choose a background right here. I would like something like a class, so I will go indoors. Okay, I don't have something like a class. I will use this one. Okay, I like it. So I will use the mascot of Scratch, this cat. I will not change it. And of course you can also choose something from the people if you want. Maybe this guy right here, or you can use the cat from the Scratch, but I will think that I will use actually D. So I will start right now coding. I will go to the control, to the events, I'm sorry, but I will not choose when flag is clicked. I will choose when actually space key is pressed. So when space key is pressed, I would like D to ask what is the A. So I will go to the variables and I will add variable A. Then I will go to the motion and to the looks category, I'm sorry, and I will use the ask command. So this command is actually to sensing ask give me the value of the variable A and wait. So then I would like to set A to the answer. So set A to the answer. Go to sensing and take the answer. So the answer will be the value of the variable a. If I'm going to press the space button, D will ask me to give the value of the variable a, and if I'm going to write 20, then the a variable has the value 20, and you can see it right here. So then I would like the same exactly to duplicate it, because D will ask us the value of the variable b, and I would like to use a second variable right here. That will be the variable b, so I would like to change a to b. And finally, I would like to ask for the value of the variable c. So as you can see, I have a, I have b, and I have also c. So I will duplicate it and change b to c. Create a new variable right here, c, and then set c to answer. Then in order to calculate the x, I have to use this formula right here. So this is the quadratic formula, and actually I use the square root of both sides and isolating x, so I will use this formula to find the answer. So first of all, I have to calculate the discriminant. So the discriminant. So I'm going to calculate this delta, the uppercase Greek delta. So I will go to variables. I will make a variable called delta, and I will set delta to and use some mathematics. As you can see, delta is equal to b squared minus 4 multiplied by a multiplied by c. So I will use the I will go to the operators, take the minus, take the multiplication, and I will try to create this discriminant. So I will take the minus, and I will use also the 2 of this. So it is b multiplied with b, so something like this, b multiplied with b minus 4 multiplied with a multiplied with c. So I will need one more of this. So I will go right here. I will take b up. No, I will take b and then b again minus 4. I will type right here 4 a. No, here, and c. And I will use it right here. So then I have an if statement. If the discriminant is positive, then there are two distinct roots, two solutions, both of which are real numbers, And for quadratic equations with rational coefficients, if the discriminant is a square number, then the roots are rational. In other cases, there might be quadratic irrationals. So I will use these two right here, two equations. I will take the if command to check if discriminant is positive. So I will go to the control and I will choose the if else command. If delta is positive or it is equal to 0, so I will need an OR block right here, and then I will need this equal or this bigger up, not here but right. If delta is greater than 0 or equal to 0, so I will take the delta variable right here and then right here. Then I would like to set x1 and x2. I will use two variables that will be my solutions. So I have x1 and x2. I will set x1 and x2, so x1 and x2. x1 will be minus b plus the square root of delta. So I will take I will set x1, as we can see right here, as minus b. So I will plus square root of delta. So I will take the plus symbol, the plus operator, right here, drag it and drop it right here. So I have minus variables. I will need minus b, so I have to use again an operator. I will take this and I will put b and minus 1. So now I have minus b. I will use this minus b inside this block, minus b plus square root of delta. So I will take, I'll go to the operators and take this one, change absolute to square root of delta. So go to the variables, take this one. So the first solution is this, but this should be divided by 2 multiplied with a. So this one will be divided, so I should go to the operators, take this one and this one. So you might think that I need a parenthesis for all of this, but this is not true for Scratch, because actually each block means that you have a parenthesis. So this actually is something like using the two parentheses, one right here and one right here. So this is to multiply it with a, and this is my first solution. The second solution is exactly the same, but I should change this plus symbol with minus. So I will duplicate it right here. I will take from the operators a minus sign. I will take here this one and here this one, and I will take off this plus symbol and use this one. So the first x1 is equal with this one, and the second one is equal with this one. And then I should say that the roots I will go to the looks category and say the root x1 is, but I would like to join this so I will type it right here. I will join the root x1 is, and then I would like to use x1, and I would like again this to join it. So I will go to the operators and join, and I will use another join again. So I have the root x1 is x1, and the root x2 is, use also a space right here, go to the variables and take x2. So I will use all of this. The root x1 is x1 and the root x2 is x2. The value of the variable x1 and the value of the variable x2. But if delta is less than 0, then D should say that there are no actually there are quadratic irrationals, so we should say that there are no real roots. Right here, I will copy it right here. There are no real roots, exactly. So I will try now to start this game that is something like a class right here. Give me the value of the variable a. I use actually an equation. Well, I will try to Google it. 5x plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, I thought that I will have a solution right here, but Google is not giving me a solution, so I will use something from very basic equations. I will use 1 so okay, let's start again. Give me the value of the variable a, I will give 1. Give me the value of the variable b, I will give 1. Give me the value of the variable c, I will give 1. So delta is -3, there are no real roots. I will try again. I will give a value of variable a is 10, of the variable b is 5, of the variable c is 0. So the delta is 25, which means that it is b squared. I gave 5, so it is 25 minus 4 multiplied with a multiplied with c, but c is 0, so it is 5 squared, so it is 25, and then it is minus b, which means minus 5, plus 5, that is square of delta, so it is 5 plus 5 is 10, and 2 multiplied with 10 is 20, so 10 it is actually 10 multiplied with 20, it is minus 0.5. The first one is minus b, which means minus 5 plus 5, so it is 0, and the second one is minus 0.5. So this is how we can have the solution right here. If you would like to change it a bit, you can actually put here a full stop for the first sentence and then use a space right here, so you can have these two sentences. So this was, I think, a great example of how to solve quadratic equations with Scratch. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next lesson.